Welcome everyone back again to the Cannon Cast. Today we're joined by the same people, Arti, myself and Umar, but we've got royalty in the building today. We've got Bilal Sadie. Is that correct, Bilal Sadie? No, it's Bilal Ahmed. Shout out to Gav Sadie anyway.
Great honour to be here. Thank you very much, Issy, for having me down. And yeah, let's get stuck in.
Let's get stuck in straight away to the Palace game yesterday. 1-0 to Arsenal. I thought it was an absolutely boring game. Hated it. Barely watched it myself, was flicking through the channels. Ended up playing a bit of PlayStation instead. So, Umar, you watched the game, right?
Yes, I did.
Bills, you watched the game?
I saw highlights.
Artie?
I saw most of it. I missed the first half
So
hour.
it's a poor viewing of the game yesterday.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but
go
what
on.
I will say is, from the little that I did see, I was thoroughly disappointed.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not happy. It was absolutely, and you have to beep this out, it was an absolute show.
You must have watched the second half.
Bills, I agree with you, man. It was very boring. I mean, we're supposed to be an entertaining team now. We've
Yeah, supposedly.
made some new signings. Everyone's talking about our attacking force. We've got Nketiah, Martinelli, Saka. 3 young players that are supposed to be quick, and if you can get that forward passing going with Odegaard, Rice, these players in behind, we should be attacking fast pace.
Yeah,
But you have to give credit to Palace because
take the credit away from them. They played absolutely.
Schlupp and Mitchell was solid. They had Saka on lock the whole game.
I think when you play at Palace, it's different, isn't it? Like a lot of teams find it hard to play at Palace, isn't it? So that's why we always struggle. We've struggled there before.
Yeah.
We lost 3-0 with Patrick Vieira's team, innit?
Yeah, we did lose 3-0. Yeah, I remember that.
The first half was a bit.
Wait, was it 3-0? It was 3-0, wasn't it?
We lost
That is
3-0 to
bad,
them.
okay.
Yeah. So it's not like we. It's not that this is the first time we find it hard against them, innit? But first half was alright. It was not bad, to be fair. First half,
we created chances.
yeah.
But that's what every team does. Every team creates chances. Even the worst teams will turn up to Palace and create some form of chances. We did that.
Yeah.
There were good chances we made. Nketiah should have scored.
Hit the post.
Martinelli should have scored in the first minute.
Yeah.
Did you not see that chance, the first minute?
Nah, I missed the first
Havertz should have got an assist in the first minute. Martinelli just wanted it on his right foot.
I think
If you're a left winger, you can't just keep cutting inside running on your right foot. He had time.
It does make you a bit predictable in that regard.
Could have, yeah, exactly. He could have just hit it straight into the net or taken on his left, hitting across goal. That's what the best wingers are doing in the world. If he wants to take his game to the next level, he's got to do that.
Yeah.
But that was the first chance in the first minute. Umar, what was the next chance? Was it Nketiah?
Oh, the little dink.
Yeah, the dink.
Oh yeah,
he
he
missed
put it
the
over,
dink.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he put it over the crossbar?
Yeah, it was over.
like 5
and there was one
yards
he hit the post in one of them as well. That was a good chance, to be fair. Do you see the turn on him? He got the ball.
Good.
It's turned straight away. Turned Gay. Must be a bit gay.
I thought it was Guehi, but I don't know how to say it, man. But yeah, that guy.
Yeah, turned him.
Wait, didn't he turn Anderson? He actually turned Anderson.
Was it Anderson?
Yeah, he turned Anderson. That's quite good to turn Anderson.
Yeah,
He's a good player,
yeah.
good defender.
Good passer, that's about it.
Yeah, and I mean, he turned them and then used some strength.
Yeah,
and managed to
Hit the
squeeze
post.
it in, but
I was actually impressed with Nketiah.
he was good. He was our
I
best
took
player. I
back my
think.
statement from last year where I said he's a championship striker.
He was our best attacking player. I thought Saliba was solid. Partey played well.
Saliba had a good
But
game.
going forward, Nketiah was our best player, man. So hats off to him. Stop giving him the hate, man.
No, I'll give him credit. I
It's
took
about
back
time, yeah.
I took back my statement of him being a championship striker. I still don't think he's good enough for Arsenal.
I
I
think,
think he's got a few more games
He's
to prove that.
He's still got a bit of a way to go.
He's
I
got,
would
but
say
he is young. He is young, so I'll give him.
He's showing.
He keeps saying he's young, but he's about
moving in the
24.
right
So
direction.
you said, like, was it
24
this
now.
season or last season you said he was a championship striker?
last season.
Okay, but this season you said Tomiyasu was rubbish, actually. What do you think about Tomiyasu?
I think he's
After yesterday's performance, red card, 2
Actually,
yellows.
I am gonna make a change because I said he was good going forward. He's actually going forward too. He just has a lot of energy. Yeah, he's basically a Fred.
We can't argue against Artie today, unfortunately. He got sent off.
Basically a Fred.
He got sent off
Yeah,
yesterday.
Cancelled.
I'm not gonna lie, that game made it seem more because of his sending off, innit? That's why we felt like we didn't play well because we had a red card and for about 35-40 minutes we were defending, innit?
I'm gonna call out Arteta as well for this, but
Why are you calling out Arteta?
You got 1 red card and then you put on 5 defensive players.
What do you mean? Nah, we got the win for it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll give
You
him
got to give
that.
credit to Arteta for that.
But you
Innit?
all
What-
sat back. No, but you got to give credit to the referees because there was a penalty not given.
Okay, there should have been a red card for them as well.
I think that's
Maybe
a bit of
debatable.
a separate incident, which we'll get on to.
Yeah, I
Because
do.
I
Alright,
feel like
should
there's
we-
a lot of differing
alright.
opinions when it comes to this.
Should we
Yeah.
talk about?
But
should we,
yeah,
should we talk
I
about?
think you agree that it was a penalty. So
like I said, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Should we go for the Yellow cards for Tomiyasu first.
What was the first one?
Okay, the
first
first
one-
one was harsh. I'll give him that. It was harsh.
Okay, it's a throw in to us. Havertz had the ball for 15 seconds. Yeah. Drops it for Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu has it for about 8 seconds. Gets a yellow card for it.
Yeah, but it's a team.
Okay, so when you get Havertz,
Tomiyasu had the ball in his hand and he got the yellow card.
yeah, but
It
he
was a bit
threw
harsh.
it and then he gave the yellow card for it. It makes no
It's
sense.
a bit harsh, but,
but-
you wasted
but-
30 seconds.
No, but he waited 8 seconds and threw the ball.
Yeah, but it's not just Tomiyasu's. Like, you've
Okay,
got
give it
take
to
into
Havertz.
account
Give
the
it to Havertz
time
then.
Havertz wasted
Give it to
as well.
Havertz then.
But Havertz didn't have the ball when the.
Okay,
was
but
time to give
Tomiyasu
the
had the
card
ball and
out.
he threw it.
So it's whoever gets the ball. So if somebody time wastes for 20 seconds and they give it to somebody else for 1 second, the person with 1 second.
Innit? That
gets
makes
the card.
yeah, it's dumb. That rule is dumb. I'll be honest with you.
No, I think it's right,
Well,
but
Nah, just add on the time. You don't
Well,
need to give the yellow card.
unless you want the whole team to get a yellow card, just give it to the guy that was
what can you do in that
holding the
situation?
ball last.
It's a difficult one. You've got to basically book the guy who's holding it, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, you got to penalise the guy that's wasting time.
So you think the first guy. So it should have been Havertz that got booked.
yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah, why not?
Because
He
that would be
wasted
that would
15
be
seconds.
that would be fair.
And
No, I don't think the referee's counting. This one's held it for 15 seconds. I think he's just looking at his clock, going, "Oh, okay, it's been 30 seconds."
so you guys are saying
Right.
maybe you should start counting and seeing who
To be
is
fair,
actually-
15 add 8 isn't 30. So
Man.
But still, I don't know why we're wasting time in the first place. Why don't you just throw it? Get on with the game. Why are you,
Exactly.
like we'd come back to Arsenal being fast paced and everything. Come on.
yeah, I
Get,
know, I
get the
know.
ball rolling,
True.
get it moving, man. Don't just start time wasting against Palace. There's no need.
What about the second one?
Second one, I actually thought it was a yellow low key.
Nah,
I think
Well,
it
he
was
got spun.
definitely
He made-
stupid on his part.
but
Yeah,
he didn't pull him
need
back.
to do
And
that.
okay,
He should
I'd
never have
admit if
gone
it's
for
a
the
yellow, yeah, he didn't actually pull him back. Fair enough. Okay,
I don't think he pulled
But-
him back.
okay,
but
but-
can you blame the referee?
but no, yes, because I wouldn't have got the ball. Gabriel was there. He had the ball. He would have had the ball no matter what.
Yeah, but-
He was running
I don't
with the
think.
But
I don't
it's too
think.
hard to judge when it's fast paced. I use very quick. He is
Oh,
quick.
you is quick.
He's quick. Okay, don't
No,
know.
don't Ume knows
Okay,
his
wait,
FIFA
hang on,
rating.
hang on.
There we
Who's,
go.
Wait, no,
who's quicker? Are you or Gabriel? You reckon?
Gabriel.
Okay,
But,
okay.
yeah,
Let's just go with that
on.
anyway.
Are you going off FIFA rating?
No,
So there's
he
the
probably-
pace of FIFA.
He's probably not on FIFA, to be fair. Gabriel's a centre back.
69 composure.
99 ball control.
So, right, get back to it, right? So, if I'm the referee and I see Tomiyasu, it looks like he's pulled him back and he's gone down. From a counter attack, you got to give the yellow card, man. He's not going to be able to see if there's a little nudge. It's very hard to tell.
It wasn't even a count, to be fair.
There was an attacking play and he just.
Well, it was a lofted long ball, which wasn't going to hit IU anyway. It's gone past him by miles. It's going to hit Gabriel.
No,
No,
but
it bounced in
Okay.
front
at
of
that point
Bayern.
it didn't. At that
But-
point it didn't. It just bounced in front of them and then he'd made the.
No,
the
it's not.
contact.
But it's not going to hit him anyway. The ball's not going to touch
Okay,
him.
Ume.
He's not going to get near the ball.
I want to touch on a point that Issa made. Put yourself in the referee's position.
Yep.
When you see Tomiyasu in close quarters with Ayew like that, and you see him, you see him go down,
Sorry, God.
and you see him go down.
Yeah, yeah. I hear that. I hear what you're saying because the ref's going to have to give a foul, obviously, but I don't think it's worth a yellow card for a red card. Nah.
Why not?
Yeah, but then Tomiyasu,
It's not.
he didn't have to
Both
put
yellows
himself
are
in that
not worth the
position, did
yellow.
he?
No, but both
Why
yellows are not worth the yellow, in my opinion.
Why not?
The first one was not.
Okay. Second one, why?
The second one wasn't. I don't think it's justified for a counter attack to get a yellow for that.
Why
if I'm
not?
honest. It's not a counter attack.
But he spun him. He's gone
He
in
spun him, but he's
behind-
not getting the ball.
He's gone in behind
He's
him.
not getting the ball.
Well, that's debatable. Because
It's a-
Gabriel
I'd-
didn't have the ball under control. So
He
you
had
can't
it.
say he had
Gabriel
it.
had it.
He didn't, though.
He had
He
it.
didn't.
He had it. It's.
Any
for
of
me-
you Arsenal fans agree?
Calm,
'Cause I
alright.
seem a bit
I'm
biased.
probably.
I think he's being biased right now.
Yeah.
I think if it happened the other way, he would have been like, no, definitely yellow card.
No. Okay, but I can give you another one. I was on a yellow card. Saka has the ball. I was defending Saka now, yeah? And he's pulling the shirt, pulling it, yeah? But Saka evades him, yeah? But where's the yellow card for that? Shouldn't he get a red for that? Nah? All right, say no.
I didn't see that, Paul.
All right.
Yeah,
But
I
it happened.
did.
It happened, and he
It
should have
did
got a
happen.
red
He
for
was
that.
lucky to get
And
away
he's-
with it.
but he's pulling his
but
shirt like this.
There
It's
was
a
a
bit-
whole defense behind him. Like he did that, and everyone was behind him.
Okay, Gabriel and Saliba behind.
Yeah,
Tomiyasu.
two players.
But they're quick enough to.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I
Maybe.
don't think it's justifiable to give it one yellow card for that.
No, the
to
other
give a
one
red.
was stopping a
and not
counter, and the Ayu's one. He
Yeah, but
wasn't
Saka
stopping
with
a
the ball
counter.
would have put it Tom Benz anyway.
You can't say that.
Because you're biased.
He probably would've hit over.
Because our Arsenal bias.
He would have hit into the defender's legs. Is what he would have done. Where was the defender was?
Do you not
But-
see the first goal in the first game for him?
Yeah, I saw that.
Top bins.
That was top bins, but it was all we were all like up there for a corner. Saliba actually won him the ball.
But last
Yeah.
I've never seen him do that when he's actually playing up front against 1v1 against someone, because 1v1 against in that game he wasn't that good. I don't know who that young Nottingham Forest left back was, but he played really well against Saka.
All right, but what I'm saying is, you understand my point with the yellow card thing? Because if you're going to give a yellow card and then which reverts to a red for Tomiyasu, you should give it to Ayew for that in that position. But
Yeah, but then he should have given
make
the
it
penalty.
consistent, though, innit?
Then he should have given the penalty. Gave Arsenal a penalty.
Yeah,
It's a good thing that you bring that up.
the first time I saw it, I didn't think it was a penalty.
Yeah,
But then when
you watch the
replays,
highlights,
it looks like he's dangled his leg out, innit? But then
Yeah,
he
he
pulled
was
out.
stuck-
He did pull out, but he still hit him, innit?
Pull out
There was
game week.
contact. There was contact, and Eze, that was a brilliant piece.
Yeah, no, Eze's class. Eze's
Trademark.
techie, proper techie, man.
What do you think about Gabriel being dropped? The last 2 games he's been dropped. We've brought in Ben White to play centre back and Thomas Partey come back into right back. When we're defending and when we're attacking, he drops into midfield. Do you think it's the right decision? Considering that Gabriel started a lot of the games last year.
He started every game, man.
Every game.
I
so-
think Saliba looks more comfortable when he plays with Gabriel.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, he just has
he was
that-
a bit rash yesterday.
Like sort of that calmness about him.
Yeah,
But
so
I can't argue the pick because we're winning. So
We are winning so far. So
a fly there, man.
Technical.
should we take a 2-minute break to get rid of the
That's right,
fly?
we'll edit that out in a bit.
Yeah, we'll edit the fly out every time. it comes in. Yeah, no, I think Ben White, normally he struggles against pacey players, so I was quite worried against Palace. The attacking threat is quite pacey.
yeah, Ayew's bare quick, innit?
Are you? He's quick. I'd like to see you in the race against you. You lose by
Look
miles,
actually
mate.
rapid.
Bro, you've run that Mertesacker. Don't chat to me, bro.
Mertesacker, me.
You, yes.
Come, let's race. After this, we'll race.
Oh, God.
All right, come. We'll record the race. We'll edit it to the
Canon
footage,
Cast
yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, all the attacking, they got really fast players. And Ben White, we saw him against Mitoma and all the pacey players last season. He didn't do very well. This is going to be a problem going forward because Saliba can't always come back and help him with that.
And he's been really good at that.
But
He helps Gabriel and Ben White.
And Gabriel is comfortable. You saw him against Salah last season.
I think once the transfer window closes and Gabriel's staying, he'll start starting.
I think he's 100% staying anyway. I think...
But there's that Saudi money in it.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think he's going to start. I
We
don't think he's going to start now.
Saudi money start.
Yeah, I think he will start. Who are we playing next?
We're playing Fulham next.
He will start. Fulham are shit. No Mitrovic. He's going Saudi.
No, but
They got Raul Jimenez. He looks like he's getting there. What?
yeah, I mean, since his head injury, he hasn't been the same player. But if he
He's trying to...
New
if
club.
he finds that form,
I've seen him get the
Did you
job.
see him in the?
he's
Did you see him in
quality. He's
the
actually
weekend?
quality.
The Travella, he tried like a Travella cross or something.
Which
And it-
game was that?
Whoever Fulham played, I can't remember.
Just the game gone.
Yeah, yeah.
And what did it come off? It
No.
didn't
It's
come off.
funny watching the highlights, man.
Okay, man. If
did
he
he tackle
scores against
himself?
us,
No, he didn't. To be fair, he hit the ball, but it just went
That's a
fine.
Ume special attacking himself.
so Timber ended up getting injured against Forest. So it looks like we'll have to dip back into the market again for another defender. Who should that defender be in the
Wait,
market right now?
Who said we have to dip back?
How
We
long
have to.
How long is
It was, an
Timber
it was
out
an
for?
ACL injury, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's out for
Yeah,
like
he's out
6
for a
months.
little while
with it.
now.
True,
So
but
It
we've
is a
got-
while. I didn't know how
He
long.
was Zinchenko. He's back from injury. He had like 5-10 minutes.
I think we can get a loan deal. Or,
Tomiyasu can play there, and he did well.
so you think we shouldn't go back? Do you think we could use Tavares for 6 months and then?
He's going, I think. And I don't know what's happening with Tierney as well. I want Tierney to,
Yeah.
but I like him. He's a
I feel
good
like he
player.
sort of spiraled off.
The only
Yeah.
reason why
It's
Arteta
'cause-
wants to get rid of him is because he likes to play Zinchenko like there, and then he inverted, but he doesn't like Tomiyasu bombing down the wing. But we need someone bombing down the wing for Martinelli, innit? Because Martinelli.
well, the
loves to
thing
cut
is,
inside.
Tomiyasu isn't actually used to playing this position. That
but-
inverted
and-
fullback role. He's not used to it.
No,
In fact, he
but
didn't
I
even-
New
think-
to him.
I think if he keeps playing Partey as right back, he'll let Zinchenko go up because Partey will come in and he's a lot better in that midfield position.
So what happens? Let's just say if Zinchenko or Tierney get injured, our players get injured all the time. What's going to happen? Who are we going to play? Let's say Tierney gets injured next week.
Kiwior can play left back as well.
So we're going to put Kiwior to play in that inverted, because we're talking about the inverted position right here. Someone who's going to start left back and go into midfield. Do you think
Yeah, but
Kiwior can do that?
he can play CDM as well. So he's probably
If we're going to challenge for the title, do
Yeah,
you think he's suitable for that? He
Probably
could
not.
be. I don't know.
probably not. But this is like worst comes to worst. So we don't expect everyone to get injured in the first team, innit?
Bilal, what would you do? Like you've got, who would you play first and foremost? Would you start Tierney, Zinchenko?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Because let's be honest, it looks
You
like
see-
Zinchenko, when he's fully fit, is going to come back into the side.
Yeah, if given the choice between those two, my mind would go towards Zinchenko because I feel like, I don't know, he offers that little bit more going forward than you get with Tierney. I mean, I know
agree, yeah.
obviously Tierney's he loves putting a great long ball into the box, great, but I think out and out going forward, I think Zinchenko would be the option for me. So yeah, in answer to your question, Zinchenko is for me.
And if Zinchenko gets injured, right? And let's say
I
Tierney
guess
gets
it
injured.
depends who you're
Just
playing.
to
as
add
well,
it in.
though.
Say if Zinchenko and Tierney get injured, what do you think Arsenal should do?
But
If
then
Zinchenko
is
gets
this
injured.
all
And
based
Tierney.
And
This is on
Tierney.
hypothetically speaking,
Oh,
because this does
okay.
actually happen.
But
with
then
the inverted left
Yeah,
back?
because they
Yes.
are both injury
Okay.
prone.
They are
So-
both injury prone, yes.
Well, if they're both injured, you got to go buy us another left back, mate.
That's what I'm saying. So Umer's saying we shouldn't dip back in the market.
No, I think
But I'm
we've got
saying we
enough.
should cover our bases.
all
We
you-
got Champions League football. We got Premier League. We want to win as many cups as possible. Trophies, everything.
You can rule Tierney out. I think he's leaving as well.
You think he's going to leave?
Yeah,
Yeah,
called
but
him
you've
tomorrow.
got to keep Tavares then, I guess. Cause you
So
need
we're selling
someone-
players.
He's
Players are
leaving
getting
as well.
injured.
Yeah, I've seen him linked with a lot of teams, but
I think
you got.
I-
He's
to
going
be
on
fair-
loan. It's loan moves, isn't it? So I guess you can.
I
cancel
think
them
one
at
of
any
them might not leave because of the injury now, to be fair. It makes sense, right? You wouldn't get rid of both of them when you got an injured
but
player.
at this moment in time, we could get a lot of money, for example, Tavares.
What, 20 mil?
30 mil apparently
30.
to Forest.
That's not bad, you know.
That's not bad at all.
I mean, we could use that
30
money for a
million.
loan deal even. Pay the wages, cover
just keep
a
the
loan
money,
deal.
man.
But who would you bring in? Who can you
That's the
bring
thing.
in?
Who's available?
Who's going to be available? Well, apparently now Man City don't actually want. I was going to say Cancelo, but it looks like Man City aren't selling their players to Arsenal anymore because Cancelo is going to Saudi and so has Laporte. We were
Cancelo
actually-
hasn't gone.
Oh, he's on his way, isn't he? Oh no, to
I think he's
Barcelona.
got Barcelona.
Barcelona,
Yeah, I think
So
Barcelona.
they're going to other teams and not Arsenal now. I mean, we've got Jesus and Zinchenko. It looked like City were, welcoming.
Yeah,
giving
I mean,
our players,
historically,
but-
Arsenal have been a feeder club for City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
Historically speaking,
Yeah, so it looks like we can't get City players anymore. So perhaps we would have to stick with Tavares because I can't think of any player available right now who would come to Arsenal on a short-term deal
All right.
that's going to improve us like that.
Tavares or Tierney? Who would you rather keep?
Tierney.
Same.
Tierney's proven.
I know how much you like Tierney.
I think Tavares has got a lot of potential.
Yeah, but it's potential.
It's too hard to
but
say. Yeah,
I feel like Tavares is a bit of a workhorse. However,
yeah, he can.
He's-
I've not
he will
really
like
seen
run
much
that
of
side
him.
of the
He's
pitch
so much.
right.
He's so much better going forward on the ball, but defensively he's not there. Tierney can do both, but he's not like Tavares is much better.
So why can't
going
you
forward.
coach Tavares to do that?
You probably can.
You probably can, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Tierney's had the chance and he somehow got pushed out of the side, and he's reaching
Yeah.
about 25, is he?
It was a bit of a slow execution as well.
I mean, maybe I'm being a bit too maybe I'm being too harsh on Tierney, but that's what I see about that. So I wanted to move on to there was an interesting discussion that went on with Arthi and Ismail this week. Where Arthi, do you want to just start telling them what it was all about?
Well, it's about judging players off highlights, player highlights.
So what was your argument?
My argument was player highlights is their highlights, like the best bits of the player. So everyone looks good in their highlights.
Yeah,
You
and
can't
what was
judge a player off the best bits.
and Ismail was saying, what was he saying?
You're
Sorry,
saying you can.
he was saying you can.
It's
Okay.
the opposite.
So who were you guys talking about when you talking about a specific player? And you
Højlund.
said
We were talking about Højlund. Well, it originally started by me saying we overpaid for a unproven player. We paid 72 million or something. I was like,
yeah, that is quite a lot. But Ten Hag, he wouldn't want a player.
yeah, I understand that he obviously
Disclaimer:
knows better
Ten
than
Hag's
me.
a fraud.
But isn't he proven that Højlund in international level? I
have
swear he
no
bags
idea.
goals.
No,
Does
he's
he play
bagged
for
goals in
good?
international, but
What
it's
is
not
he?
enough, innit?
What nationality is he? Danish.
Danish or something.
Yeah.
I think he plays behind Brathwaite.
Perhaps.
Nah,
I'm
he's
not
been
too
playing. He's been playing first team, I think.
Yeah, no one watches Danish football, mate.
So
Unless
if
they're
you're looking
playing
at a player coming in, can you judge a player off highlights? Because let's be honest, if we're talking about, for example, give me a good player from overseas, any random one, maybe Syria or something. Can't even think, don't matter.
Liao.
Yeah, let's go Leao. Has anybody here watched 90 minutes of Leao?
I've seen Champions
I think
League
I have.
games.
Champions League you've
Yeah,
seen.
I
Have
think
you
I
seen him in Syria week in, week out?
No.
So how can we judge a player like
Yeah,
that?
true.
How are
So
you
no,
saying
you've
he's a
got-
sick
Like,
You've
winger?
got to go off Champions League.
So you're just
Right.
going off on one
But
tournament?
that's what my argument was with Højlund. Like, he's scored 9 goals last season in Serie A. What's he going to come do in the Premier
The-
League?
the
Like,
thing
I
is-
understand that he's young and he can get coached and he can be, like, brilliant.
Mm.
And I hope he is brilliant. We need someone who's going to come in and bang some goals for us. But we've had so many players turn up that look good on highlights, but it's crap. So You guys have had the same.
I think I
Yeah,
agree
look
with
at
you
Pepe.
too.
Like you lot guys were watching Pepe's highlights, going, "Oh, this guy's
I'm not
gonna
gonna
rip up
lie.
the league."
Okay, I'm glad you brought up. I'm very glad you brought up Pepe because if you want to compare Pepe with Anthony, with Jadon Sancho, and there's someone else with that top. It's
Yes,
That
good
was
point.
Sancho.
Who else was it? There was someone else. I saw a stat, but Pepe's got better goals, better assists compared.
And he's played similar. Yeah, Pepe wasn't good. Neither is Sancho or Anthony.
Yeah.
But Pepe's inconsistent. But when he's been good, he's been really good.
That's the
And when
thing.
he's been,
And he played good in the Europa League.
yeah, free
Yeah.
kicks.
So
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
using that argument about the Champions League, imagine you just watch Europa League, right? And you see Pepe, you're going to think, wow, that guy.
But the thing is, Pepe's not shit. I'm not gonna say Pepe is shit just
Yeah,
because we're gonna
because-
get rid of him. He's not shit.
He did have his moments of brilliance. He was literally unstoppable.
Yeah,
Like coming in onto his left foot and just banging it into the far post.
But
Yeah.
Sancho and Anthony have moments of brilliance.
And
It
they're not
doesn't-
shit players either.
They're not shit.
But if
we
you're
keep
gonna
using-
compare
okay,
them, Pepe's
listen,
better.
guys, calm it down with the SHIT, yeah? I said it myself as well, so yeah, I
Say
don't want
no.
to keep editing it out, yeah?
Say no.
Keep it moving. What are you saying?
Where were we? Yeah, so Sancho and Anthony aren't bad players either.
They're not.
So
There's very
it's-
good players,
it's just-
but-
there's a lot of potential there, but they aren't performing. But again, Højlund, like no one really watched him. Like, is the argument was can we judge them off
Okay,
highlights? And I don't think we can.
I think
you have to wait for them to get into the league and play a
I
few
agree,
games
but-
and then
100%.
judge them.
I
So
agree.
Ismail,
But,
I apologise to you, my friend.
no,
but
but
I agree with Aldi on this one.
He's barbecued you, mate.
I agree to a certain extent. But before a player comes to your team, you have to judge them. Like if they're gonna, you have to, right? You
And
have
you
to make
do-
an initial
You
judgment.
don't
innit?
have to judge them.
Initial judgment. You're gonna
Are you
have
playing
to like,
devil
you
advocate
can-
for Ismail?
You
a
don't
little
have
bit.
to.
But I'm saying it's a little bit. But you have to. no, think about it.
You don't have to judge them though.
No, but you kind of have to
You-
because
no, because you can.
Okay.
You can have hopes that they're going to be good, but you can still be like, do you know what? I'll just wait and see how it goes.
And the Pepe example was
Like,
good.
I
to be
hope
honest.
Højlund is.
yeah, that's good.
Okay,
I get what you're saying.
Haaland, mate. That's what I'm hoping. But
Has there been a player that you've seen on highlights that looks rubbish and they actually come and has actually been really good?
I don't really watch highlights like that.
No, you just
'Cause
well,
highlights,
to
you
Arsenal.
won't
One of them
sh-
one's 22, 23.
you won't
At this
see
point, I think
skills,
after he's
goals.
just got
Artie's
something
right. You
against
wouldn't
highlights.
see crap highlights, would you?
No, not highlights, but they've done nothing really special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like for example,
no,
Cedric
Haller.
Suarez or something like
Haller, like he was awful at West Ham,
Mhm.
and then he went to Ajax and he was ripping it up.
And
Even in
Dortmund
Champions League,
Dortmund is
and
doing
even
right.
Dortmund when he was out
After
with
his-
cancer last year.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
So you
When he
wouldn't really
came back,
see
he
much.
done-
So it happens, man. So
yeah.
I don't know what argument Ismail was making. It's interesting. It's a shame
Well,
he didn't have
we
much.
should
I
have
just
had. We
like
should have had.
to
him.
argue.
Yeah, he can't
you
defend
sh-
himself.
Yeah,
innit?
you
So-
shouldn't have brought this up. I'll be honest. That's kind of sneaky from you, by the way.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
alright.
I don't think
He
so.
would have argued.
Because if you were a true friend, you would have stuck up for him.
I can
properly.
argue.
Exactly.
I can beat Ismail for you. That wasn't the argument. The point I made was. No, he's changed the argument. It's like, okay.
That did happen on the chat. These lot were going back and forth.
Yeah,
for
because
so
every
long.
time you
That
made a
was
point that Issy didn't agree with, you go, no, that wasn't the argument. Let's go back to how much we paid for him.
He
It's
did
like,
make some good points, but I
Can
think
you
you were
remember
just
any of them?
Yeah, because you kept talking, bro.
So did he.
I
He was
could.
basically saying nobody's going to sit through. Realistically speaking, nobody is going to sit through every single game. a
That
season.
was my point. I was like, you
It's
haven't
fine.
seen any Serie A games, so you can't judge him from highlights because they're highlights. Like, there's literally nothing bad
No, but you
about
can
him in
though.
highlights.
But think about it, you can do because you're watching a highlight and think, oh, this player's good.
Yeah,
It's a
but, then
judgment.
Yeah,
but then that's only an
everybody
initial
looks
judgment.
good.
That's not
Yeah,
the out
that's
and
the thing.
out.
When you
That's not
get
the
when you get a
truth.
player to your team, yeah, and you make the judgment once he started playing. Yeah.
Well, that time I was going to say, but yeah, go on.
That's annoying. Yeah, so you make a judgment from him just to see his highlights, and you make the initial judgment, right? And then when you start playing your team
On
for like 10,
potential.
20 games,
You can make judgment on
yeah, and then you
potential.
make a judgment on how he's playing in your team. Fair enough, but you do make an initial judgment, don't you?
And I guess you could watch extended
Yes.
game highlights, perhaps.
Mm.
A
give
game
you a
highlights is
better
a
idea.
better... gives you
Extended
better
highlights, you can
idea.
watch 10 to
But
20 minutes on certain websites that give you.
The initial argument was player highlights.
Yeah, true.
Player highlights, you don't see anything.
That's true.
Like, you literally just see him score his 9 goals and go, yeah, he looks good.
There was a player who looked amazing on highlights. His name was Theo Walcott.
Oh, yeah.
This week
Signed the team
he retired. What do you guys think about that? Because I think he was I think he's a legend at the club.
Facts.
I think he had a lot of potential, but Arsene Wenger had a knack for not developing players.
Sorry, no, wait. No.
That's the
Trigger
worst,
warning.
the
Wait,
worst
wait,
take
wait.
ever.
Trigger warning.
How can you say that?
Alright, how many players arrived at Arsenal
Who've become better. You want me to?
Thierry Henry,
improved.
Nicolas
Vieira.
Anelka, Vieira,
No.
Lundberg.
Perez, Reyes, Fabregas.
Outside that first initial class of like 2004, whatever.
So
So what year are we talking
Nasri,
from?
Van Persie.
Nasri got better when he went to City.
No, he didn't. He got. It was opposite. It was.
He was the
it
best
was,
last season.
Yeah, it was opposite.
He's been serious, by the way, guys.
Oh, there's no way you're being
He's
serious.
pretending he's
But
trolling.
I
I thought
honestly
crap.
think Nasri was better at Man City. He won a trophy at Man City.
He won a trophy. Doesn't
does
mean
that
he's
make?
better.
Yeah, and it. Come
He was
on.
better.
Scott Carson's winning trophies at City. He was better in his prime like 15 years ago.
Scott Carson was- oh,
Yeah, he said it
Scott
again.
Carson wasn't very good his entire career. But
Nah,
carry on.
I can't believe. I don't even want to argue this.
Carry on.
What do you mean carry on? You want me to keep naming players?
Yeah, I want
There's
you
no,
to name players that got better under Arsenal.
got better, yeah.
Yeah, like young players with potential.
Alex Song, Sanya, Koscielny. Do you remember his first season?
Yeah,
Remember-
100% agree with you.
I don't think he got better. He
Oh,
just
bro,
arrived
don't
at
try
his
it,
first
man. Nah,
season.
nah,
Emmanuel
his
Adebayo got
first
better.
season.
His
His
Adebayo's best season was
How
at
can you
Arsenal.
say he got better after he arrived in his first season?
Who? Who you talking about?
Koscielny.
Koscielny, of course he
No,
got better.
he was
Innit, but
good.
this- innit,
He
I
was
can't-
good.
I can't
He
argue
set the
this.
benchmark in his first season to say I'm a solid player.
No, I said first season
And
he was
then
shit.
never-
Yeah, first season he wasn't great.
He was
got-
absolutely
he got better
diabolical.
in his
No,
third season.
I'm thinking Vermaelen, sorry. But
Oh,
Vermaelen
Vermaelen,
was solid
oh.
in his first season.
It was injury prone as well.
Yeah, he was injury prone, but he was solid.
Unpopular
from first
opinion,
season.
Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd say he
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
improved.
yeah, he went through your.
Especially after the fact he came back from injury.
Well,
Yeah, I agree.
wait, he did like.
So
is he
that
retired
defeats
now?
your argument. I can't lie. That's
Nah,
just
your
the worst take
argument's
I've ever had
gone,
in my
bro. Yeah,
life.
no.
That might be a bad
Let's go.
take.
Let's go
But
back
there
to
was-
Theo
there's-
Walcott.
Yeah,
There's
Theo
a
Walcott,
whole
Theo
list of
Walcott.
players. Look at Oxlade-Chamberlain. He didn't get.
I
he
did
didn't
this bit
improve.
out. Don't worry.
Chamberlain didn't improve,
Yeah, but Wenger's
There's
made
so
more
many
players.
players.
He's made more players than
but there's still a lot of players
No,
that didn't improve.
there's
So
not.
Chamberlain's
Under
one.
Wenger,
Who's no? He's not.
who went to other clubs and
Who's
actually
another?
improved.
No, actually improved at what at Liverpool.
Well, Chamberlain
Chamberlain didn't
his
improve.
first-
In it, he was
He did.
he was probably better at Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, he probably was slightly
Bro,
better.
I've
And
had
that's not
enough
even being
of this.
biased. He was actually rubbish at Liverpool.
Serge
Nah, he-
Gnabry.
I think he got pushed out.
Okay,
Yes,
there you go.
actually,
Nice
Gnabry's
one.
another
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Because he flew off when he went to Munich.
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
So I think
yeah.
I will give Artie that one. I'll give him that one.
Even
then
though he
worst
didn't come
players.
up with it, you came up with
Yeah,
it.
but it doesn't matter.
And what?
Still
and
the same
like,
point.
he was just like not that great at that time. Like Tony
not competition.
Pulis.
That does happen.
Nah,
But-
Tony Pulis is a re. Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna-
he didn't. He
Yeah,
didn't
no,
help
no,
Gnabry
no.
at that point. He didn't even start him. He kept him on the bench.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Theo Walcott. Bills. What was a good memory of yours about Theo Walcott? Any particular goal or moment?
To be honest, there will
Anything that
always
springs to mind?
There'll always be one goal that comes to mind when I think of Theo Walcott. That game, the North London derby at the Emirates, I can't exactly remember what year it is, but we were 2-0 down, and I think we equalised. Was it 2-2 going into half time?
Yeah.
And then we came back to win that game 5-2, I think it
Yeah,
was.
that's it.
And that goal that Theo Walcott scored, I think that was before he was. I think it was either when at the day he signed his contract or just before he signed his contract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's good.
yeah,
Shall I give you my Theo Walcott
Yeah.
memory? Him going to the World Cup and not playing a single minute.
Mind you, at
He's the youngest
16,
player.
at 16 years old.
Yeah, it was the hype around him being the 16-year-old
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to a World Cup.
I
and
can't
then
lie.
he
I
didn't
thought
play
you were
a
going to
single
mention that he was part of the team that lost 8-2 to United. I thought.
minute. Oh, was he? I
Yeah,
didn't
so
even know he
you can take
played.
that one.
My favorite one is Newcastle. Newcastle.
I
Do
thought
you
he was
remember
at
the
Everton at that point.
Do you remember the
Newcastle.
goal for Newcastle?
Yeah, nice goal.
yeah.
You got fouled, go back up, chip the keeper.
Yeah,
that was
I remember
techie,
that.
bro.
But
Actually, last
about,
season against
talking
you
about
guys,
3
I
or
think
4
he had a very
defenders,
good
didn't
game.
he?
Yeah, that was sick. But one thing I admit, I think he's kind of right about Walker, because Walker wanted to play striker, and he's playing right wingers his whole life, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
And when we did play striker with him, there was, the season where Bell won the Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season.
Yeah.
Walker should have won them. He had better stats. He played better.
Better stats, but he wasn't a better player.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
okay,
played better. I don't give a shit. He played better.
Wait,
No,
wait,
he played better.
Wait. Take that. Fucking worst take of the season.
Bro,
Language.
There you go.
Don't swear.
after what you said,
the mic.
Mate, you just said Theo Walcott was a better player than
in that
Gareth
season,
Bale.
yes, in that season, 100%.
I
Find the
disagree.
stats if
As
you
an
want.
Arsenal fan, it's not all
Not
about
in-
stats though.
Okay, but he
Not
played better.
Theo Walcott got more Champions League goals than Zidane, so it's not all about stats. Who's better, Zidane or Walcott?
All right, but in that season, Walker was sick.
But he made a point. He said about Theo Walcot's performance against Arsenal last season, and that wasn't even. That was only a few months ago.
End of the
man.
season,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
It
so
was
he can
very
still
good.
go. So I think he retired a bit prematurely. I think he still could have still gone somewhere.
I think he explained in the Gary Neville podcast, isn't it?
What did he say in there? Because I didn't actually watch it.
What What did he
A
say?
podcast.
He said that he wanted to do some.
Who watches podcast, bro?
Who watches podcast?
He said he wanted to do some other stuff. Like I think he's going to go into punditry, and he'll be sick on that. To be fair,
Yeah, no, I agree. My
I
personal,
hope he's better than Owen Hargreaves.
my favorite
Oh,
moment was his goal against Barcelona. So we were, I don't know, was it 2-0 down? We were 2-0 down. Yeah. So he come off the bench, he made an impact, scored straight away, and then Fabregas scored that last minute penalty. So it was 2-2.
Is that the fractured leg penalty?
Yeah, that
Remember
one.
that one?
yeah.
That's the one. So I think that was a sick moment, man. Just come
Here's
off
a
the
question for everyone: where do you think it all went wrong for Theo Walcott at Arsenal?
I don't think it did.
bench. I think injuries.
No, I think it.
He
it
never
was
got a
the point.
consistent full season. He always used to get injured.
Yeah.
I don't think it went
Hamstrings.
wrong.
It was-
He got over.
It
100
was
goals.
injuries plus not playing where he wanted to play. There was a big bit of.
Would you class
of everything.
someone getting like 300 odd appearances and over 100 goals bad? I think he did really well.
No, it wasn't like long-term injuries. It was a lot of
but
He'd
short-term
get,
injuries.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'd
Fair.
come in, find form, and then get injured.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's for his career, I think he did well.
Yeah, I agree. I
Well,
think he done. I
he
think he
had
done
the-
good
he
enough
had
He's in,
for
a,
decent
he's in the
career.
top 5 or top
He-
10 goal scorers, I think.
for Arsenal.
Yeah,
Could be. Yeah.
he's up there.
He had a decent career, but he for a very
Maybe
average
maybe
player.
his potential wasn't reached because all the hype around him. Maybe.
Yeah.
I
You
feel
could probably say that.
like
he went to
him-
a World Cup at
him-
16.
Yeah,
Right.
not just
That's
that
mad though. You shouldn't have done that.
that as well, but I feel like him being in Henri's shadow didn't really help him a lot either.
Oh yeah. With his number 14, yeah.
We'll edit this bit out.
Yeah. With his
It's all for the content, guys. Don't worry. It's all for the content.
Wait, how was he in Henri's shadow?
He was
You
a
said Henri was
replacement.
started, so
the same number as him.
No,
if anything, you should have improved because he's got Thierry Henry there to be his mentor.
No,
no,
but
but
then
Henry left,
No,
and
but
it
in
was
all
like, oh, we got Theo Walcott.
no, but in all
Who did you bring
seriousness,
in
I
then?
We
did,
had
I,
Van Persie and Adebayor banged 28
Adebayo.
Premier League goals in
Adebayo is
2008.
actually a very underrated player. I think you guys don't like him because he went to Spurs, but he did very well for you
Nah,
guys
that
and
little-
Spurs.
And
He
Man
did
City,
that
that's
celebration, bro. Lying, bro.
I feel like Yao Javini also had a lot of untapped potential.
Javinho, bro.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
I mean, he'll always be known and remembered for that bogey
I mean,
spit that went viral. You know that when he like blew his nose
Yeah.
and it went viral.
Oh, I haven't seen that, man.
Oh,
Watch it,
mate,
bro.
it's so funny. But yeah, I feel like he could have been something special. But yeah,
I mean, Theo
he went to
Walcott.
Rome and he went to Rome and killed it afterwards.
I just want to
Yeah.
say Theo Walcott is actually
it's,
a big game
Arsene
player.
Wenger.
Theo Walcott is a big game player because he scored against Bayern Munich, he scored against Chelsea, he scored against Liverpool, he scored against Barcelona,
That Liverpool goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
remember?
scored
Yeah.
against Man City. He scored against every
He
top
scored
team I
against
can
us,
think of.
I think, a few times.
Man United, yeah, he scored against United. So yeah, he's been turning up in big games,
The
man.
dirty
So,
yids as well.
yeah, Tottenham,
Yeah.
Newcastle's, you name it, man. So he was a big game player for us. There was not a lot of players that did that. A lot of players went into hiding. Like even much as they're painting Mesut Ozil, like sometimes he would go into hiding in the big
Who?
games.
Yourself?
Yeah, myself, man. Mesut Ozil, yeah.
Right.
Good one, man.
there was there was one game. There was that game that it was that time we went to the Allianz in the Champions League, and he honestly was nowhere to be seen on the pitch.
Who's that?
Ozil.
Mesut Ozil. And I
Yeah.
remember he was just completely out of the picture.
I'm not having it. People slack him too much, man.
No, don't get me wrong. When he turned up, he definitely turned up. But I feel like he didn't turn up when we needed him to turn up.
I've never, like, to be honest, like an away game, in a really big,
Especially on a Champions League
or
night,
something.
you can't just be disappear. You can't disappear for the entirety of the game.
Well, I can't.
All right,
yeah,
if
he
you could
held it
only
down.
choose one, yeah, Alexis Sanchez or Ozil.
Sanchez all day, every day.
I'll pick Ozil, man.
I think but both in their prime for Arsenal, I can't pick. They both were sick.
Yeah.
I'll go Ozil. I just like him. Probably I'm being a bit biased, man.
It's because you are Mesut Ozil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I think
2.0.
I think Sanchez was like.
I'll
right,
take
give me the
Sanchez
ball.
in his first season.
I'm
at
gonna have
Arsenal.
to pick Ozil.
When the team wasn't performing, Sanchez was like, "Give me the ball, I'll get
Yeah,
it."
maybe, but
But Ozil's done
I
that
like
as
him.
well, though.
but then you have to remember that Sanchez actually snaked us. Mesut Ozil didn't, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he actually tried to go
Yeah,
to
you
Man
lot-
United
yeah,
and do
you
something.
You lot
His,
snaked him.
his best performance was on the piano.
Yeah, it was.
I remember
I
there was a
can't argue
meme.
it.
There was a meme about Sanchez because he used to play with the name of his dogs on his boot. And there was one meme, and again, you'll have to edit this out. One guy basically said, "Back to Chile and take your dogs with you." I'm just thinking, mate, what have his dogs done to you?
It's a good one, Bill. It's a good story, man.
That's what it is, stories, bro.
He's taken over Issy's spot.
Yeah, we've got Fulham on the weekend. We're at home at the Emirates at 3 p.m. Do you think we can beat Fulham?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
you should be beat.
No Mitrovic, so it should
I
be
think
like-
that should be an easy 3 points.
Yeah.
But they'll sit back.
But-
They'll make it difficult. They'll try and hit us
Yeah.
on the counter.
Definitely.
You
Park
can see
the
him
old
doing that.
bus.
They might even bring
Marco
Vinicius
Silva
in
is
to
a
annoy
decent
us. It
manager.
might not be Jimenez. You never know. They might change the strikers for tactical reasons. So it could be difficult for us, man. Never. I mean, against Forest, it was only 2-1. You saw we took our foot off the gas a little bit after 2-0. In the second half, we went the same. Timber got injured, and we never really looked comfortable after that.
We just
Yeah.
start killing games harder.
And then they brought on Alanga. He made that run across to him.
And are you
Then we were on the back foot, man. So-
whatever his name is. What's his name?
Yeah. So if I think
Well, you're
Fulham,
looking at me like you don't know the name, man.
I think Fulham got more quality than Forest, so I think they're going to be a bigger challenge. So we should be ready.
Yeah.
I hope we use that Forest game to learn about ourselves. To be honest, just to put, I think we did it against Palace. To be honest, we took the lead. There was a red card. We looked comfortable in defence. We brought in some defenders, sat deep a bit, didn't go all out attack because in the Forest game we got caught on a corner. It was our own corner. Everyone flooded forward at 2-0. That's the dumbest thing I've seen. Got caught straight away, 2-1, boom, and then we could have easily conceded 2-2. So I think if we do, I think we should come all out in the first 20 minutes, try and get like 1 or 2 goals. Then take it easy. Don't go all out. Maybe try 1 or 2 attacks here and there. Try and make it 3, kill the game off. But it's not going to be that easy. Fulham are going to come at us. They've got good defenders. Even against Brentford, they only messed up from their own mistakes, to be honest. They got punished for it. Let's get a score prediction from everyone. Arti, I'll come to you first.
Just to go against the grain, I'm going to go 1-0 Fulham.
It's a good prediction. I can't lie. It's a good prediction.
It could happen. That's the funny
It
Are
could
you
thing.
happen.
not home or away?
We're at home.
We're
remember?
home.
Okay, 1-0 Fulham still.
Bills?
I'm gonna go 3-1. Arsenal.
So no clean sheet. I'll rate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I like how you don't believe in your defence.
We have to get a clean sheet this time.
Okay, Matt, what are you saying?
I'm saying 4-0.
4-0 to the
Oh,
Bills.
wow.
I think we have to get a clean sheet as well. And it's going to be a start of us banging goals now.
I'm going to go 2-0 to Arsenal. I think it's going to be 0-0 for like
Yeah.
75 minutes. We might bring on some subs.
Yeah.
They might change the game. 2 quick goals or something.
What
right in.
subs are you thinking?
Trossard
Yeah.
being one. And maybe like Fabio Vieira. Do a bit of a madness come on, I
Super
think,
sub.
yeah, I think he does well at home, to be honest. In front of his own crowd, he plays quite well. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good game. And then after that, we got United. So that'll be interesting. But we'll come to that when we
Yeah.
come to that. So we'll
That
probably
one will-
release our next podcast then.
That'll
Well,
be a
we're
fiery
shocking
one.
at
That
the
will.
moment. We're shocking at the moment. They probably have a
Yeah,
harder
let's
game of
let's just end with United at the moment. Are you confident against for the game against Arsenal in 2 weeks?
Not really. Not if we keep playing the way we're playing. I think Sanchez should be starting. He's looked a lot better than Anthony
So
and
where-
Garnacho when he comes on.
Why do you think Anthony starts over Sanchez then?
No. Anthony has to start.
Why?
Right wing, there's no one else.
Well, Sanchez play right wing.
Play Sancho left and then play Rush.
No, but I would like to have Rashford on the left.
Oh, so who do you play
Because-
up front then?
I don't know. Play someone else. I
think Sancho's played.
Get Jones up there.
To be fair, Sancho's played as a false 9 in the preseason,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I don't watch preseason.
Oh.
It's another.
No,
thing I
Sancho
don't-
did. He scored against Arsenal. in
And he
that
played.
position.
Yeah.
He played up front. He played false 9 kind of.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Pellistri getting a start.
He looked alright when he came on.
Looks alright when
He
he
could,
comes
yeah.
on. But yeah, I would start Sancho for sure
There's-
ahead of Anthony.
There's one player that you shouldn't have got rid of. Angel Gomez.
Who's he playing for at the moment? Because he
He
looked
went
alright when he was
Lille,
there.
Lille, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, I thought he went
Send
to
him
Portugal.
in next to Casemiro. He'd be perfect.
So who are they
Right.
playing at the moment? Is it Casemiro and
Mount.
Mount and Bruno.
what's your views on Mason Mount at the moment? Do you think he's a good
Well-
sign? Do you think he's gonna live up to the potential, if you want to call it that?
Well, I'm gonna say what I said last time. You got to give him time, but I didn't see this happening. I thought he was going to be a replacement for Eriksen. I'd like to see Eriksen come back in because he controls the game a lot. better.
Why do you think Mason Mount needs time, considering that
It's
he's
a
played
new
in the
position.
Premier League?
It's a new position.
So why didn't
He's
you have the
not
same
playing.
energy for Tomiyasu when he's playing in a new position, that inverted fullback role? Considering he's
his-
on the left
his-
side
his-
as well, left back, and you're normally a right back. So why don't you have the same
Well,
energy there?
There's different.
I can answer that
mistakes.
if you want.
Oh, I'm a bit biased because I'm United.
I wouldn't. It's bias
two-
or you don't like Japanese players.
Well, I like Mitoma. I like Mitoma just because I don't like one Arsenal.
No, I think Mason Mount will be good eventually. I agree.
Tomiyasu is caught lacking. He was out of position him so many times yesterday. Like not just when he gave the foul away and got the red card.
Nah, I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
He was out of place.
No.
I was waiting for
I'm not having this. Are you gonna allow this to happen?
He was though. He was, from what I saw, he wasn't like.
From
so
what?
many times.
Give me a
Your
clip
back
where he's out
line-
of position, please.
Your back
I
line
forgot,
would
but I'm
be
pretty sure it
like
was.
all together, like your three.
But just one game against
Saliba,
Palace,
White,
like-
and,
But he's not
Partey
out of
would be in a
position, though.
line, and then Tomiyasu would be like up here somewhere. It's like what the hell is he?
He was
doing
getting
there?
dragged about a
He
bit
was-
by Ayew
yeah,
throughout the
is-
game.
he-
It was
yeah.
Ayew and another player. I forgot who else it was, but he was
out of position so many times. And
He
I
was
knew you
finding it the
wouldn't
most
agree 'cause
difficult
you
out of all the
don't-
But he wasn't out of
defenders.
position. He was there.
No, you don't see mistakes until they actually make the mistake.
Okay, so
I
on the
didn't
yellow
see you
card,
agreeing
was
with
he
that.
not out of position for the yellow card?
A throw-in, he can't be out of position.
It was a throw in.
No, the second
No,
one.
the second one.
The second one, nah, he was next to him.
He was in front of him.
To be fair, he was in front of
He
him.
ran in
bro.
Do you not think the
He tried to
position,
get
had
the
his
ball, he
initial
missed it.
positioning been better,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He wouldn't have had to do
Yeah.
that.
perhaps?
My bad.
So, yeah, I mean, let's leave it there, boys. I mean, that was a nice little session. Nice to have you on, Bills.
Thank you very much
It
for
was a
having me.
pleasure. I think today was a bit of less structure to the conversation today,
It
but
was-
I think I enjoyed it a lot. So I appreciate you coming here,
That's good.
Bills. I look
hope
forward to seeing you
guys
again.
enjoyed it.
I just want to give a quick shout out because I lost a bet, so I have to give somebody a shout out. He wanted to give me a shout out somewhere, but I'd rather give him call him Tupac. So Tupac, shout out to you, man. Take it easy, everyone.
it?
See you later.
Actually shouting out.